everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and hopefully you like what I showed you tonight. We're going to have for dinner, we're doing it's like a sloppy joe casserole is what I'm doing. So instead of doing sloppy joes where you have to put them on buns or eat on a plate, whatever, you kind of just thicken it up, make it into a casserole. It's under 30 minutes. It's in the skillet. Pretty much that's the only thing, so it goes really fast. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus video, which I'm going to start on first because I want to get it done and get it in the fridge. But it has nothing to do with dinner tonight, but tomorrow I have a couple friends coming over and we're going to do like a wine glass painting thing kit that we have. So, there's Zipper saying hi. Anyway, but I'm going to make a veggie platter, and I make this really yummy dill dip that you need to try. It's really good. Sorry about Zipper. So anyway, so we're going to whip that together, put it in the bowl because it tastes better the longer it sits in the fridge. So I want to get it in the fridge tonight so we have it till tomorrow after work and we can paint our wine glasses. So let's get started and cheers. Okay, so to get started, you're going to use 1 cup of sour cream and 1 cup of mayo. Nice basic base. There's so many wonderful, yummy dips. I'm going to eyeball it. Hold on. Okay. Now, looks good to me. All right, my salt. Any seasoning salt you want. We use Nature's Seasoning a lot, or Lori's. Probably a good teaspoon, a little over a teaspoon. Now that has garlic and onion and shit in there, but I'm going to add just a little bit more, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. Zipper, really? In there. And then you add some dill. A tablespoon will do ya. I usually add a little more. I'm sorry that he's very vocal. He's a little bored. Yeah, I probably add over a tablespoon, to be honest with you. Just mix it all up. And I might do a little bit more for good measure, because I love it. It tastes so good, especially with carrots and stuff. So I'm going to have carrots, cucumbers, no, what else I can put with it? What I have, I should say, on hand. I'm going to taste test. It's good. Might add a little bit more sour cream to it. Babes. I know. Okay, and that's it. Put it in the fridge, wrap it up, let it sit at least a couple hours so it can marry. Yeah, do you want to see him? Look, I'm going to show him you because you're being naughty. What? Are you sad? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to start with a pound of burger in a saucepan or a fry pan over probably medium-high heat. Get that going, get it. Okay, so mine is a little more than a pound because I buy it in bulk and then I like kind of space it up in it. I think it was like maybe 1.25 pounds. So anyway, somewhere around there. I also put to meaten up, thicken up, maybe make it meatier. Does that make sense? The casserole, it's really a skillet casserole. So anyway, it's not going in the oven. It's just gonna be in the skillet. Peppers. So I'm gonna put one red and one orange pepper in there. So I'm gonna dice it up real quick. And then once this gets cooked down, the burger gets cooked down a little bit, I can put the peppers in there, start sauteing those up. I make my own sauce, so it'll be like tomato sauce, vinegar, white vinegar, and a little bit of stevia or Splenda or whatever I have on hand to sweeten it back up. Onion powder. I gotta see if I have any onions left. I might put some onions in there also. I will put some onions. I know I have a small one. I don't want a large one, but I do have a small one. Okay, so let's get chopping. Hopefully you love this recipe. It's fast. The longest part is cooking the burger up. And then once it's almost cooked, you put in the peppers and the onions. Add other vegetables if you want. We just like a thicker sloppy joe consistency. I mean, you can do your peppers smaller, you can do your onions smaller. We're okay with like the thicker, you know, chunkier style. Add your cheese and slap it on a plate, and it's yummy. It may not look that pretty, but it's yummy. Trust me. I've made it for years. You can also, if you still have the bread eater in the house, or if you have a low carb bread that you made or something, or a bun or something you want to do, still put it on there. It's juicy enough and runny enough to still put on a sandwich, but not too runny, so it's more solid when you eat it. It's great for lunch leftovers, because that's what my husband's going to get for lunch also tomorrow in his lunch bag. Here comes Zipper again. So hopefully you like this video. Enjoy that for dinner. Enjoy the dip. Really? Really? Okay. And give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you join my family, my YouTube family, and see what other recipes I come up with and share with you. I'm letting it cool down right now because it's really hot, but I did taste test it. So make sure you taste test it to see if you want to add a little bit more stevia to it or whatever sweetener to it that you have. So I think that's it for now. Also, you need to get one of those can openers. I'm just telling you. I got it on Amazon. It's like $25. Awesome. And I can multitask, which I love to do. So anyway, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and then you get notified the next time I put a new recipe on or a new video of whatever I do. And hit that little bell and it'll tell you when I'm, sorry, my nose is itching. So anyway, that's it. Have a great night. And P.S. I do try to upload twice a week. So Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. This last Sunday I missed out. It was the holidays. It didn't happen. Okay. So anyway, Wednesday night and Sunday nights is when I try to upload a new recipe or a video of some sort. So cheers.